Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. It's the UCF Knights and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, checking in with the Knights head coach before the game. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Cowboys will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Start on the ground with Duke Watson. Oh, what a move to get room. Powers through the defender. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right back to him on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowboys. To throw, it's Barnett. Escapes the pressure going right. Oh, he's got some space. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Watson. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
The RPO, it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Running inside, it's Simon. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Give to the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with a first down. The Knights have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Simon. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Knights!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Taken in on the right side by Coleman. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice...
Turning it on! Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Coleman's got it. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. The Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run it. Run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Quarterback keeps it. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
You got to love that third down, man. 3rd and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on 3rd and short, getting that next set of downs.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Hauls it in. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And this offense has finally put a good drive together. A really good opportunity here. Got to be smart with the football. Don't get too aggressive. Got to get points. But a chance to tie this up going into the half. Considering this offense hasn't played great, that would be a big win.
And the Cowboys are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. Using his legs, it's Simon. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Rushes on him. Being chased. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Handoff for Watson. Makes it past the marker. Might have a chance. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Knights want to pick up the tempo. They're going to ride this running back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the 1st down, and really starting to play physical.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run inside. It's Simon. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Buys a little time. He got enough, slides, and moves the sticks on 4th and short. The Knights with the 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Stepping to the right. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Not a chance. Missed it. Guys after the miss, still up by 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off.
He's got it on the left. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds. But the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This time it's complete. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it. Beck's going for the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. On the move at the 30. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to throw. It's Barnett. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Snapped it in the shotgun. With the catch, it's Thomas. Makes a grab and room to run. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better...
And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State, that's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's open on the right. Stopped short of the 1st down marker, and now they might have to settle for the field goal and maybe tie the game going into the half.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Nowhere close to the line to gain as he is ridden out of bounds, and this defense makes a statement. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now the play fake. Here's a heat, and he never had a chance. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Steps his way to a little bit of a pickup. Not enough for the 1st down as the clock continues to move here late in the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 5 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Longhorns, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Oh, what a move. Got enough for the 1st. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Green. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Cowboys look to do some damage in the red zone. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Watson. Got enough for the first. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. The Knights want to move quickly. Here's Duke one more time. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Pulls it in, it's Watson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Quick release on the RPO. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
They'll go with Watson. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. To the air, it's Barnett. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Knights want to crank the tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second,
He's got it inside the 30. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, UCF. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
And everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run the football. It looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The run inside. It's Hawkins. And keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Working from the pistol. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Looking for a crease. It's Simon. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll get rid of it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. It is, he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And listen, obviously, this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll go right back to him. Can't get him to the ground. Here's a little room there. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And Target coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
And the Cowboys are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more.
Touchdown, Cowboys! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Knights heading quickly to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Connection to the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The Knights look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw again. He lobs one high down the left side. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Knights! When he let that go ahead and signal touchdown. He knew it was 6.
And most of the time you hear about those 50-50 balls out wide. Nowadays, these guys that are so big and strong and so good at going and getting the ball, it's more like 80-20. And you can see just so hard to defend the fade route.
Coming out with it, it's Coleman. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. There he goes! And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Cowboys just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks the tackle.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Finding an escape route. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. Quarterback will keep it. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the Cowboys will go for it here on 4th down. Fights off a defender. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. To the ground, he's got it again. There's some room. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Hawkins. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. UCF wants to take a moment. They use their second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Motion from the back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Now the Knights will call their third and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Dead center perfect. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Here comes the heat. Buried before he can blink.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're undeterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
The Cowboys will use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Time is not on their side. Down 6 late. Fourth down looming. They'll have to get this to stay in it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's the pressure. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Finding some room. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point in the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboy. And they take it in for 6 more points. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Oh, they're after him. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's going to be a safety, and that is quite a way to finish this game off. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
What a heads-up play by the defensive end that time. He saw the ball thrown out to the right-hand side, and he just stopped his pass rush and rallied to the football and made the stop and gets 2 points.
One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it way down the field. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time.